monthly GK Capsule. In this video, we would cover important events that have taken place in the duration from 25th of June to 25th of July 2018. The video covers a wide range of topics, namely persons in news, places in news, national news, international news, news from the field of business, commerce and economy, meetings, conferences and summits held in the month of July, sports news, and lastly, some other miscellaneous news articles. So let's begin the video. The first category is persons in news. On 18th of July 2018, the world celebrated 100th birth anniversary of the great leader Nelson Mandela. Known as the father of modern South Africa, Nelson Mandela was the first black president of South Africa, serving from 1994 to 1999. He fought to abolish apartheid in South Africa, where black people were discriminated against and segregated from the white people in public places. He was inspired by Mahatma Gandhi and followed Gandhi's non-violent approach to fight apartheid. He served 27 years in prison for his fight. In 1993, he was awarded Nobel Peace Prize for his peaceful termination of apartheid regime in South Africa. Nelson Mandela grew up in a small tribal village and was the first person in his family to go to school. He later attended college and studied law in Johannesburg. In 1952, he set up the first black-owned law firm in South Africa. He established many NGOs, such as Nelson Mandela Children's Fund. He co-authored a book titled How Far We Slaves Have Come with Fidel Castro. United Nations celebrates his birthday on 18th July every year as Mandela Day to remember his tireless efforts to campaign for human rights. The retired Supreme Court Judge, Justice Adarsh Goel, has been appointed as the new chairperson of the National Green Tribunal, or NGT. The National Green Tribunal is a specialized court tasked with the disposal of cases relating to environmental protection. The post of NGT chairperson was lying vacant since last December. Justice Adarsh Goel will have tenure of 5 years. However, his appointment as NGT chairperson immediately after his retirement from Supreme Court also drew allegation of favoritism from the opposition parties. Commander Abhilash Tomi of Indian Navy has been selected to participate in the prestigious Golden Globe race in France this year. As a part of this race, Commander Tomi will sail around the world solo without any stopovers. In 2012, Commander Abhilash became the first Indian, second Asian and 79th person overall to complete a solo, unassisted, non-stop circumnavigation around the world. He was awarded Kirti Chakra for his efforts. Satyarup Siddhanta has become the second Indian after Mali Mastan Babu to climb Mount Ojos del Salado in South America. Ojos del Salado is a stratovolcano built up of alternate layers of lava and ash. It is a part of Andes mountain range and is world's highest volcano. Satyarup Siddhanta, a software engineer and a passionate mountaineer, is also said to be the first Indian to climb 7 highest mountain peaks and 7 highest volcanoes. The next category is places in news. The South Korean electronics firm Samsung opened world's largest phone manufacturing factory in Noida, Uttar Pradesh. The factory was jointly inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi and South Korean President Moon Jae-in. The factory in Noida will allow Samsung to make phones at a lower cost at a time when other phone-making hubs such as China are getting more expensive. It will also help Samsung to compete with rivals such as China's Xiaomi, which became India's biggest smartphone this year, beating Samsung. The factory is also a shot in arm for government's ambitious Make in India program. Bombay Stock Exchange's iconic building, Firoz Jijibhai Towers, located on Dalal Street in Mumbai, has secured image trademark. With this, henceforth, no one can use images of the building for commercial purposes without consent from Bombay Stock Exchange. Moving on to our next category, which is national news. A motion of no confidence against the Narendra Modi government was defeated in the Lok Sabha on 20th of July. This was the first no-confidence motion in the Indian Parliament after a gap of 15 years. This time, the motion was comfortably defeated as Modi government received 325 votes as against 126 votes of opposition. Some parties like Biju Janata Dal, Shiv Sena and Telangana Rashtra Samiti decided not to take part in the voting. The vote came after Prime Minister Narendra Modi hit back at Congress chief Rahul Gandhi, who has surprised him with a hug in the parliament after a blistering attack in his speech during the debate on the no-confidence motion. A 5-judge Supreme Court bench has unanimously declared that Lieutenant Governor or LG of Delhi is bound by the aid and advice of the Arvind Kejriwal-led Aam Aadmi Party government. The bench noted that both LG and AAP government have to work harmoniously with each other. However, the bench noted that the real authority to take decisions in Delhi lies with the Arvind Kejriwal's elected government. The bench comprising Chief Justice of India Deepak Misra, Justice A.K. Sikri, Justice D.Y. Chandrachud and Justice A.M. Khanwilkar held that there is no independent authority with LG to take decisions except for those related to public order, police and land. In all other matters, the Delhi government only needs to inform its decisions to LG. The government need not obtain his approval in every issue. Also, every difference of opinion between the LG and the elected government cannot be referred to the President for a decision. The issues referred should be of substantive or national importance. However, Supreme Court has made it clear that Delhi is not a state. The Supreme Court judgment came on appeals filed by Delhi government against the Delhi High Court's order in August 2016, which had held that LG was the administrative head of Delhi. The Union Human Resource Development Ministry has granted the Institute of Eminence status to 6 institutions, including 3 from public sector and 3 from the private sector. These are Indian Institute of Science Bangalore, IIT Delhi, IIT Mumbai, BITS Pilani, Manipal Academy of Higher Education and Geo Institute, Pune. The aim of this scheme is to bring the selected higher education institutes in the world's top 500 in the next 10 years and eventually in top 100. To achieve this, these institutions will be provided greater autonomy to admit foreign students and recruit foreign faculties. The institutions will also be free to fix their fees. Each public institution selected as Institute of Eminence will also get a financial assistance up to ₹1,000 crores over a period of 5 years. Delhi government launched a happiness curriculum in its school for the students up to class 8th from the current academic session. The chief guest of the launch ceremony was the renowned Tibetan spiritual leader, the Dalai Lama. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal and Delhi Education Minister Manish Sisodia were also present during the announcement. The curriculum was designed by a team of 40 educators. It would mainly include meditation, value education, mental exercises, storytelling, group discussion, indoor games, etc. in a daily period of 45 minutes. Let us now look at our next category, which is international news. India was formally inducted as 69th shareholder of the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development or EBRD. India had applied for EBRD membership in December 2017 and the process was concluded in March 2018. EBRD is a multilateral development investment bank. It was established in 1991 after the fall of Berlin Wall and is headquartered at London. India, being a shareholder, will not be a recipient of EBRD financing, but it may help India indirectly through EBRD projects or if Indian companies invest alongside the bank. Myanmar has joined International Solar Alliance, becoming the 68th signatory to the alliance. International Solar Alliance was initiated jointly by India and France during Paris Climate Meet in 2015. It is the first international and intergovernmental organization initiated by India. The headquarters of this organization is also in India at National Institute of Solar Energy, Gurugram. The International Solar Alliance aims to create a partnership of countries for the development of solar energy. The next category in the video is business and economy news. GST Council in its 28th meeting on July 21st reduced the GST rates on 88 items, including footwear, refrigerator, washing machine and small screen televisions. The GST Council also accepted the year-long demand of putting sanitary napkins under the exempted category, thereby attracting 0% GST. The highest tax bracket of 28% has been rationalized further, with rates on daily use items like perfume, cosmetics, mixer grinder, vacuum cleaners, etc. reduced to 18%. The footwear costing up to ₹1,000 will now attract 5% GST. So far, it was 18% tax on footwear above ₹500. Sanitary napkins, which attracted 12% tax, and fortified milk, which attracted 18%, have been exempted from GST now. Also, businesses with turnover of up to 5 crores are now allowed to file quarterly returns. Earlier, this limit was 1.5 crore rupees. The tax rate reduction is likely to cause a loss of 8 to 10,000 crores to the government annually. According to the updated World Bank figures on GDP, India has become world's 6th biggest economy, surpassing France. India's GDP stood at $2.59 trillion at the end of 2017, compared to $2.58 trillion for France. The USA continued to be the world's biggest economy, followed by China, Japan, Germany and Britain. India is expected to continue the high growth phase in future also, with International Monetary Fund projecting 7.3% and 7.5% to be India's GDP growth rates in 2018 and 2019 respectively. Andhra Pradesh has topped the 3rd edition of the Union Government's Ease of Doing Business ranking for the states. This is the 2nd time in a row that Andhra Pradesh has achieved the 1st rank. The top 5 states in the ranking are Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Haryana, Jharkhand and Gujarat. The next category is summits and reports. The 10th summit of BRICS countries was held at Johannesburg, South Africa. The summit was attended by all the heads of 5 BRICS countries, which are Michel Temer from Brazil, Vladimir Putin from Russia, Narendra Modi from India, Xi Jinping from China and the host Cyril Ramaphosa, the President of South Africa. Russian President Vladimir Putin and USA President Donald Trump met for their first ever one-to-one talks in Helsinki, Finland on 16th of July. A host of issues were discussed in the summit, including the situations in Syria and Ukraine. During a joint press conference after the summit, Donald Trump declined any Russian interference in the 2016 US presidential elections. The summit was an attempt to ease the tension between the two countries. The next category is sports news. France has won FIFA Football World Cup 2018 after defeating Croatia by 4-2 goals in the final match held at Moscow, Russia. It was France's 2nd World Cup crown after it had won in 1998 by defeating Brazil on home soil. With this victory, France joins Uruguay and Argentina in winning World Cup for a 2nd time. Germany and Italy have each won 4 World Cup titles. Brazil has won the highest 5 World Cups and is the only team that has played in every World Cup. Croatia became the smallest country to reach World Cup final. In World Cup 2018, Golden Ball Award for the best player was given to Luka Modric of Croatia. The Golden Boot Award for highest number of goals went to Harry Kane of England for scoring 6 goals in the tournament. The 19-year-old Kylian Mbappe of France was given the FIFA Young Player Award. He became the first teenager since Pelé in 1958 to score during a World Cup final. The Wimbledon Tennis Championship was held from 2nd to 15th of July. Novak Djokovic won the men's singles trophy, while Angelique Kerber won the women's singles. Also note here that Wimbledon is an annual tennis Grand Slam tournament played on grass court. Sprinter Hima Das created history by becoming the first ever Indian athlete to win a gold medal at a major international event. She won a gold medal in the women's 400-meter final race at World Under-20 Athletics Championship in Finland. She belongs to Assam. Deepa Karmakar has become the first Indian to win a gold at Gymnastic World Cup. She won a gold medal in the vault event of Gymnastic World Cup at Turkey. In August 2016, Karmakar became the first female gymnast from India to qualify for the finals at the 2016 Rio Olympics. She hails from Tripura. Javelin thrower from Haryana Neeraj Chopra won a gold medal at French athletics meet. Chopra first made headlines in 2016 when he created a world record in Junior World Championship. International Cricket Council, that is ICC, has inducted Rahul Dravid and Ricky Ponting into the ICC Hall of Fame. With this, Dravid became the fifth Indian player to be named in the Hall of Fame, along with Anil Kumble, Bishan Singh Bedi, Kapil Dev and Sunil Gavaskar. In the end, let us look at some miscellaneous news items. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is the third most followed leader on Twitter after Donald Trump and Pope Francis, as per the study by global communication agency Burson Cohn and Wolf. In the same list, Sushma Swaraj is the most followed female leader in the world. The century's longest lunar eclipse was visible on 27th of July. The total phase of eclipse lasted for 1 hour 43 minutes. The eclipse was visible from all the parts of India. So with this, we have come to the end of this video. I hope you like the coverage of topics in our monthly GK Capsule. Kindly drop in your suggestions in the comment box below and also watch our other video lectures. Happy learning. Thank you.